Hello, hello, hello. How are you? And welcome to TTTT. My name is Amina Abdirabah. I am your host. There's a lot that has gone down this week, and I have the best people to talk about it. Hello, Quat.
What up?
We
What
were
up?
told
What
that
up?
you're too busy to come on the show. What's going on?
It's
What's
been a
going on,
minute.
Quat?
You know, I was venturing in this lobotomy thing.
Lobotomy?
Lobotomy, yes, as a lobotomist. Yeah, I'm trying to transfer blood because nimegundua serikali itawanyonya damu yote imalize.
Ukono tusaidie.
So I'm trying to test, is there any good Kenyan left out there?
Just you.
Because today I saw how you guys celebrated a holiday that sent someone home. Can you imagine you being fired from a job and then people are given a holiday? Like, ati waweke bash juu umefutwa.
Acha nikwambie, hiyo story tunaongelelea baadaye, lakini I saw this comment that really shocked me.
Yes.
Millions of Kenyans watching, millions of unemployed Kenyans watching one Kenyan get a job. Yeah. It's sucked. But it's good to have Quach, one of the few employed people in the country, joining us tonight. It's so good to see you. And I am officially introducing one of the most amazing people I have ever known. She is a very fascinating content creator, both on TikTok, on Instagram, and then on Twitter. I shouldn't have just said both. She's on all platforms. Her name is Nosim Natasha. Hi, Nosim.
Hi, Amina.
It is her. I know you cannot tell. It is her. It is her. For the people who see her on TikTok ranting, amekuja, amefika. Kelele memfikisha wapi? NTV. How are you, Nosim?
Hi, Amina. How are you?
Hi, babe. I'm good.
Thank you for having me.
I am so glad to have you on the show. Are you excited to be here?
Beyond.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And then our Beyonce of the crew, Tom Daktari. You know, I've said this since I met you, Tom. Just tell them. I've said this since I met you, no?
Yeah, sure.
Sure,
First,
sounds like a
happy
lie.
to be in Kenya. Happy to be.
Bro.
Back to the motherland.
Bro, let me tell you something. Tanzania si ngambo. Tanzania is, I feel like Tanzania should be one of our provinces here.
They should.
Yeah, like
And Uganda.
inafaa kuwa moja. Kitui is further away than Tanzania.
And more empowered. We're going to get in trouble. Hi, Tom.
Mimi niko poa.
Uko salama?
At least nimepata a chance on Friday.
Yeah.
Naweza kuwa hapa.
Kwa sababu ilikuwa public holiday.
Tanzania, Uganda,
Yeah. Because it was a public holiday, you were like, I have nothing to do.
Sijawahi choka kutravel.
I mean, you know, Tom is one of those content creators. You know, these days Kenyans have this thing where they flip people around every 2 weeks. Yeah, like nini Goliath anakuja after 2 weeks, him to pay Sarat after next. But people keep wondering, na huyu Tom, this year, last year alikuwa tu, this year amekuwa tu, next year kwani bado.
Mahaters wako wanamgoja. You wait until the day someone has even an inkling of a shred of evidence of some kind of story. What did I say? Did I not tell you Tom is a fraud? I told you. Yes. Who you Tom? Mchungeni.
On that day, please, that person look for me. I will have enough proof.
Yes. If Tom,
on that day.
You see, you have more, you utawaambia zote.
Yeah. If Tom Daktari has no haters, then I am not alive. Unajua umewaona? You've seen them? But shout out to Tom. Thank you so much for coming. Honestly. Anyway, anyway. Let's just move on to the first story, right? Because that story would have taken us south. Yeah. I want to thank Tom for coming. Anyway, now let's just talk about this first story. Now, let's please get ready. So there was a lady who shared her breakup story online. Tom, I don't know if you saw this because you're the most important panelist tonight. But it's
giving... usijali, tutagrow tu siku moja.
I just arrived.
You just arrived.
You never know
what tomorrow holds.
Yes.
No, but I don't know if you guys saw it. So now this story, it's giving the internet all kinds of feels, all right? So now her ex-boyfriend had gone all out. You know, we're talking about gifts, left, right, and center. Si nguo, si cologne, si earrings, even cute little notes. But then came the plot twist. He sends her a text calling things off with So let me just read the text. This is verbatim. Okay. Usi reply, just keep living like you did before we started dating. No, Sim, I don't know if you've ever had a guy who had the audacity, the caucasity, to tell you, when endeleanga tu kuishi venye ulikuwa unaishi before mimi nikamkoa maisha yako.
Can we just start by saying Kenyan men have audacity? Wanaendaga kwa mti fulani, wanachuna.
Wananunua.
Nunua, chuna. Wanapanda mti hivi.
Exactly.
Don't play. Kenyan men can show you shege. But no, apparently I am among the few who have not experienced toxic men. We thank the Lord.
No, say you are in waiting.
No,
well,
first of all, no. No, Sim posts a lot of content about men who have broken hearts.
Not my heart.
So ni uongo.
No, look, you know, it's not necessarily my experience. I have a podcast, so I listen to your stories and then I go tell people what they should avoid. Don't blame me.
I like it. I like it. So how would you respond to that? Do you respond at all or no?
No, I just, you know, the new WhatsApp thing.
Yeah. Disappearing messages.
Wagwan, what do you mean? Ai, wewe ni nani unakuja kunipea pressure hapa?
Kwa tunajua wewe ni mpya huku town.
Lakini that was
ndo umeanza kuona. No, Sima amesema absolutely not. That's not going to happen. What do you mean? Who do you think you are?
You know,
who do you think you are?
What shocks me is a lot of times I find it interesting when women get shocked that we choose to act like this sometimes. Let me tell you, and most men will be, honest men will be true with you outside there. Hakuna people who are ruthless about what they want like women. If a woman feels like she has outgrown you, she will leave you without looking back. If she feels like today ati amepata, we go with women to parties, mnafika hivi bosi anamsalimia, umetumwa sweta ukirudi umenyakuliwa. Like she's gone. That's why this guy, at least ameweka some kind of kindness. That even as I leave, let me leave you with some retirement benefits. Let me give you a flower. Let me give you some perfume. Like this guy has made sure this girl will never move on because every time she's wearing that perfume, she's like, hii litoka kwa shetani. Or this flower was given from the devil. But also, the most important part of that breakup was, this is a buyback clause. Those who follow football, they know what I mean. That I am giving you away. But I am giving you away nicely in such a way that the day I will want to come back,
I can.
You will remember that I didn't live in a bad way. Nilikuacha vizuri, usinijibu, please don't reply. Just go on like I never existed. So that when I will exist again, you will remember me.
Tom, umewacha mara ngapi?
Sijawacha kwa sababu sijakuwa nao.
Tom.
Nisiuliza nimewacha wana.
Tumekuwa na holiday leo.
So,
sema tu kweli.
Kuachwa nimewachwa na mmoja. Sikuruhusu waniache wengine. Nilishajua. Kitu ya kwanza inaniuma na hii story ni ukiambia mtu asireply. That is the worst part ya maisha yako. As in, wewe ushaniambia vitu zote, zingine mbaya, zingine nzuri, nataka kujitetea. Ni kama lawyer aongee, alafu wewe labda ulikuwa mgonjwa ukipewa nafasi. Kwa hivyo so unajua
ufukuzu ukiwa kitandani.
Usiniguze niko. So ukiambia mtu asireply, unajua shida ya kureply ni mwishowe utakubaliana na yeye.
Yes.
So that's ndio sababu huyu anasema usijaribu kureply. Kwa sababu ukireply tutaelezana shida iko wapi, utaniuliza basi tunaweza correct aje. Sitaki kucorrect. Twende hadi mwisho. So this is the worst part yenye na feel huyu alimkosea sana. Ukiniambia nisireply, hiyo ndio mbaya. Wacha ni reply, niseme vile pia mimi nasikia, nikuache vizuri.
Lakini vizuri,
si watu usema tukutane tuongee tuachane na peace.
Hawachi matusi.
Right of reply is a universal aspect of justice.
Thank you so much.
Lazima mtu apewe.
Lazima Tom, lazima nikwambie how I feel. Lazima.
Lakini siri ya hii maisha kama hutaki mrudiane na mtu, usimpe nafasi ya kuongea.
Where andika message, block.
That's the problem. They will make sense. Do not allow them to make sense.
It's true, because you have to block that person.
Tom, ushawaingia kwa nyumba, umekuja na kesi. Alafu ukijiambia atasema hivi, alafu nimjibu hivi, alafu tuende hivi, alafu tuachane. And then you say the first statement, and then anasema, babe, I'm sorry. If that's how you've been feeling, then I'm sorry. Unashindwa hiyo vita yote napeleka wapi?
No, I feel like that's usually something women do. Like we are ready with a speech, with a story, with something,
and then we
just
stop
say,
it.
You're sorry.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, so where do I take the rage that I have built up all day from 7 o'clock in the morning?
Alafu Amina alikuwa amemwambia usi reply, just go back to living the way you lived before we started dating.
So what do?
You just go and leave.
You hunt them down.
No,
let me tell them during the break what they need to do, because I feel like unajua nini, kwacha jai heartbreak you vipoa. Let me just explain. You know they say hell hath no fury than a woman scorned. Thank you. So let me explain to him how we react when we get angry. But I have a lot to talk about. So let me know what you think back online. We are on X at The Trend Live is our handle. #TTTT. I'd love to hear from you. What do you do? Amesema amekuacha hakutaki. What is your response? We're reading that right after the break, before we go to the next story, because we have a lot to talk about. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back. All right, so now before the break, I don't know who I cut off. Was it Quach?
No.
Quach did? Oh, no, not you?
No.
Okay.
Might be.
Mimi, I'm on X. Oh, me, you cut me off a long time ago. He's not on this show.
Oh, another show. See, sasa tuongeleleza vitu zingine kwingine. So I didn't cut anyone off, right?
No.
Okay, fantastic. I like that. But I'd love to still hear from you. What do you do? How do you respond to a text like that? Do you say, ata mimi siko na respond? Like, do you block them immediately? Like, I don't know. What do you do to maintain your pride, your dignity, you know, self-respect? Vituka hizo, unafanya?
Kwani you do not think that it is a good thing for people to remain cordial even after a breakup?
Of course they
because
do, but once you tell me to continue living the way I was living before you, it's almost like you're telling me to erase you from my memory. That means I didn't mean anything to you.
But you realize...
So that's why I said hell hath no fury, because we are as petty as... nikasema hiyo jina tutafutwa sisi wote sahihi.
But you realize you still can't go ahead and react the way you want to react. I have no control over. I'm just telling you my expectation from my side that mimi usini reply. If you keep quiet, I will be fine. Continue living your life like I never existed.
You're saying that I didn't mean anything to you.
That's not what I'm saying.
And I want to prove to you that you meant absolute... No, Sim, tell them.
Where is the cordion?
Thank you. I want you to know.
Where is the cordion?
Nasim, let me ask you. Why is it that women like reading what has not been written? Like, mtu ameandika tu vizuri, akaandika, please continue. I've not said you didn't mean anything. In fact, if anything, I've sent you gifts. I've said... The guy expressly said in the message that you remain to be the most important person I've ever met in my life. It's only that now, where my life is going, I feel like you and I will not go to the next step together, which is something that happens.
And who in their right mind would get rid of the most important person they have met?
No, well, we leave our mothers back home to come to Nairobi.
Ebo, let's hear from Tom, what you're saying?
I'm saying, huyu anamaanisha mimi usinireply kwa sababu mimi nitajua vile nitapambana na hizi feelings ambazo mimi nitajua nitapambana nazo aje. Kwa hivyo kwa sababu wewe najua itaweza kusumbua uanze kuniongelesha.
Usiniongeleshe.
Pambana nayo, usiongee.
Wachana na mimi.
Wachana na mimi.
Okay.
Utapita tu.
Itaisha ni kitu ya kupita hii. Mimi nishapata mtu.
Nishaendelea. Niko na mtu.
Nishaendelea. Best friends we had in primary school and we left each other and we never died. You will just forget about me one day.
I used to work with Quach.
Wait, can I ask you guys a quick question? As guys, Quach and Tom, do you guys still call your friends, like if you have a close friend, do you still call them best friends or no? Quach, let me start with you. No, Tom? No. Wajuange tu na zile story unamwambia.
No, but what is best friend?
You're right. You're absolutely right. It's so childish. Let's just move on. Now, imagine the heartbreak. We're moving to more heartbreaks. Imagine the heartbreak of a young student studying hard and parents trusting the school only to find out that their children weren't even registered for the official KPSEA exams. Silver Bells Academy, a school in Uasin Gishu, has been closed down and its directors arrested after it was discovered that 23 grade 6 students had been sitting for fake national exams. Welcome to Kenya. Do these stories make it to international news? As in, no, isn't those it a trend? Part 2, yeah. 23 students did not know
they were sitting fake exams.
And then, I don't know if you guys also saw the ones for, there were several. Yeah. They were quite several. Tom, as someone who finished PP2.
Ambaye alibeba chakula shuleni. Alifikia kiwango cha kubeba chakula. Yeah.
Misemo yako ni yapi? Tunataka kujua. Tom, daktari, atatuambia nini?
Nitakuzia. Kwa kipana. So, mimi naweza feel hawa watoto wanasikiaje kwanza. Kitu ya kwanza, tulikuwa tunafanya mtihani ngumu kabisa, tunadhani hii haiwezekani. Kumbe sio. Kumbe labda ama ilikuwa rahisi kabisa mpaka unashangaa ushaweka marks yako, ushajua nimepitaje, ushajua mambo iko sawa. Alafu unaambiwa sio hiyo. Ni kama saa hii vile labda ushapewa marks na mwalimu akuja aseme saidie karatasi yako.
After umepata 85.
Question 1, 2 and 4 you were wrong. Toa. Na ndio na marks yako ilikuwa hapo. So naweza feel vibaya sana. I feel for them because first of all sio kupenda kwao. Sio kupenda kwao. Mimi ni kama mimi nishaipatikana tena naiba mtihani. Na wakaninyakulia karatasi. Nikawaambia, unajua nilikula hiyo karatasi kwanza, kitu ya kwanza. Ilikuwa geography. Hiyo yenye nilikuwa nimeshikilia.
Ilikuwa rocks. Ilikuwa rocks.
Flat mountains.
Nilikula mawe, wache tuambie. Alafu nikawauliza, unaniambia nimeiba iko wapi? No, tukienda hata kwa polisi saa hii. Tukienda akalemewa akanirudishia. So nilikuwa nishajua nimepoteza kila kitu, maisha yangu miaka 4 imeisha hivyo. So mimi najiambia hawa watoto kuhusu saa hii sina shida sana, but how itakuwaje, watarudia next year, watafanya nini? Hiyo ndio swali yangu tu.
Let me tell you guys, poverty is a problem. Poverty is the devil itself. Yani ukisikianga poverty kills, this is what they mean. That when you can't even afford to take your children to schools that can respect them. Because this, you know, I kept asking myself, the head teacher, the directors, and whoever it is that was carrying out that ploy, walione kiishia wapi? Like, did they see it to the end? How did they think it would happen? That the students would see it, then when it's time for results, they would print fake results, and then the students will go with the fake. How did they see it to the end? How was it working? And then also, if there is a student that faced repercussions of the test, the way Tom is saying, like for example, mwalimu amekuja akakupata, you are trying to cheat, akapigwa. Kumbe anapigiwa fake exams. What happens when they now realize when they now realize that the exams were not real? Do they take back the punishment they gave? Because I even imagine there was a teacher giving a talk, prep talk, a day before the exams. Tomorrow I don't want you guys to panic. I don't want sijui nini kwa exam room. For what? And kumbuka, Uasin Gishu is still the same place where there are fake primary schools. I don't know if you guys remember. During the elections, there were fake polling stations that were said to be primary schools that eventually turned out to be billboards or zinaitwangwa nini, the signposts that just say Tom Daktari Primary School and there is an non-existent school right there. So I don't know.
Let's talk to Nosim. Nosim literally cleared school the other day.
Yeah.
Leo ni Friday.
Hajapata results.
Haijakuja. No, but Nosim, when you hear stories like this, what are the thoughts that are coming, to you?
It's very sad, and I don't want to be like serious about it, because pia wenye walikuwa na hiyo biashara ni mboka guys, ni mboka, but you know but if we are thinking about it on like very serious matters, it's not right that you do that to people. Imagine the parents who have been paying school fees. What do you mean? Yo, me personally, if I was among those students, I'd beat one of my teachers up. Alafu kesi baadaye. I'm kidding.
Yes.
Unaona shida ilikuwa nini? Because I've seen schools, you know, I saw students when walikuwa wanasema mwalimu tulikuja tukarevise the day before the exam, we had a Kenya, and then I think labda karatasi ilikuja imechange, wakaamua tufanye hii yenye tulikuwa tushaamua. Unajua ushasomea mwa Kenya ndio hii karatasi, alafu inaletwa tofauti. Fanya ile mlikuwa nayo.
Can you imagine this is happening to students at class 6? Can you imagine how early you're setting up someone for failure in their lives if you're doing this to them in class 6?
Yeah.
Mapema sana.
And that will also affect with how they think of life, basically. Kwa sababu watakuwa wanaona nothing good will ever come out of what the system gives me.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. So that's very sad.
And then you are expecting fair competition between this child and someone who's in some
They'll always come up with very weird ways to make it in life.
It happens.
Exactly.
It happens.
How do what wanna grow wanasema shida ni DCI? Because now we can't make it. We cannot make it through.
You have to blame the government. You have to blame. No, but it's true, Kwach, and it's quite unfortunate. I feel really bad. Do you feel bad, you who's watching right now at home? Please tell me, do you echo the same thoughts as Tom Daktari and Kwach? And I know we joke a lot on this show, but you know there's some truth to it. That's why it's so painful. That's why it's so painful. I want to hear your thoughts. Please do at Nosim Natasha, at Kwach has enough followers, and at Tom Daktari with 1 billion followers. So please follow us at TTTT, at The Trend Live. Anyway, so we are back right after the break, and we have to talk about Pastor Nganga. Pastor Nganga, who does he argue with? Shut up. Shut up. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I have to break down this live. There needs to be context. But I also want you to know what's coming up at 9 p.m. on the news that's coming up right after this. Well, silence. These people, ungovernable, okay? Welcome back. You're watching TTTT. There's so much to talk about. Let's just go straight into the next story. Now, Commander Pastor James Nganga has got people talking again. Okay, so now recently he gave unmarried women in his congregation an unexpected ultimatum. Get married within 6 months or consider finding another church. Nosim, again, let me ask you. Ungekuwa unaenda hii church, ungefanya nini ama ungesema nini jamani? Hebu niambie.
First of all, I don't even blame the people who go there. That man is a character. Yeah?
You
but
think
why would you put me unanipatia je 6 months nitafute mpenzi na maisha yangu yote nimekuwa single? You think the 6 months will allow me? But I don't know. I just feel Nganga says things for the vibes.
For the vibes?
Yeah.
Kwach?
You guys do not understand this. You are not having a husband in 6 months is testament that each kanisa ina miracles. That's why you need to go away. You are evidence.
Your bad vibes.
I'm not performing miracles here.
Bad
you are
energy.
not a believer. Part of the evidence of believers is that your prayers are coming true. Yeah. So if you can't pray enough in 6 months for you to get a husband, don't come.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
What are we doing? Because what are we doing?
Tutambia nini watu?
Because in 6 months time,
the
woman at the corner,
yes, Pastor Tom, tell
will
us.
be married. But again, you see, maybe he's making sense. Because you see now, kama muoani inamaanisha basi hawa wako tu ndio wanaendelea kukaa. Basi tunahitaji kondoo wapya. Kwa sababu tushajua labda mwezi leta wengine. Tunataka muatafute.
Oh, but I can't be the only one who thinks that if you'd ever attend a sermon where you go to Pastor Nganga's church, it's for comedic relief. No, Sim, say the truth.
I agree. Because what do you mean you are living your religious life to Pastor Nganga?
Because I didn't get a man, especially in Nairobi.
I used to think that, then I realized Pastor Nganga is very controlled in what he lets out. When you go to the church, that's when you realize that there's more to his church than what we see on TikTok. For example, you go and find out that there are projects that the pastor runs behind the scenes that are helping people within his church. Like, for example, he's running projects for wajane wa kanisa yake. He's running projects for those who are hawking within. Like, there are projects he's running within his church that are useful to his church members. That's why you see every other time the church is full, because he's running useful projects.
Coach, don't you realize the wajane also don't have husbands?
No, but now you see wajane have they have a history of husbands. Like, there is evidence that they are able.
Oh, so it's the rest we're worried about.
Is the rest we are worried about?
All right.
Na kama wewe ni mjane tuambie mapema basi.
No, but why is it only the women? Like, why is it not all?
No. He said the men as well.
Oh, so men and women.
Yes, he said, if you are not married, regardless of whether you are a man or a woman, do not come to my church in 6 months' time.
You know what's just occurred to me, Kwach, is that we've done this show together for almost 8 years, and you have never won. Okay.
I mean, I just stopped.
See, let's move on.
But it's true. I used to watch Tom, when I was in high school.
When you were in school, when you were in primary.
When I was in primary.
He's an icon and a legend.
He's been there.
He's done that.
Yeah.
See, I didn't even know him.
Not done anyone.
He's a legend.
But
Nosim, how long have you known Kwach? How long have you seen him on your screens?
I've seen him today, guys.
Hey, when I was in class 4.
Nosim, this is why I know that you are the person who will solve my 7-year-long problem.
You can feel the chemistry.
It's a good thing that you've known me just today. So we have a lot to catch up on.
Do you think your history is going to do you bad?
Yes.
No, I can promise Amina ni mimi.
Yes, it will. I'm telling you. I'm here. I'm telling you it will. But
you know what is the problem with our wasichana washatoka soko, wanakazia vijana kutoka kwa soko?
Ni kweli inakwanga hivyo. I'm so sorry. You're right.
But najua kitu kwa upitia.
Ni gani?
Ukutana na watu uko na labda kuna celebrities wengine, watu wanasalimiwa, napenda kazi yako, alafu anaambiwa, legend. Legend, man. When ni legend, maze. You used to love your work.
There is nothing as bad as that. When people elevate you to some status that at mko kwa bash, everyone is drunk, and then they're like, brother, I respect you.
You're like,
why do you respect me?
Don't respect me. No, because let me tell you, Kwach, when people tell you that, you have to pay the bill.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have the money, as the legend, you have to pay the bill.
Or those people who are like, I mean, I used to watch you when I was in class 2.
No one's ever said that. No,
we are saying. But I am saying.
Alafu unaongeza the fact that you probably uko maji. Unasema, I don't worry, the bill is on me.
The bill is on me.
Wait, Nosim, how long have you watched me on TV?
Stop!
You're asking.
The first program aliona hivi after Cocomelon.
Cocomelon is crazy.
How young do you think I am? Homegrown with a
minute. What's the name of
it? By the way, tunaonanga si uona ni kama ina. Unajua, you never know ati umekaa mahali long ama umefanya kitu for long. Not unless usikie mtu akisema, yani unajua kitambo nilikuwa nasikia mtu akisema nimekuwa hapo 6 years nashtuka.
Yes.
Nashtuka. Sasa hii atikwacha anasema so you see 7 years ago when I was starting.
You're like 7.
Hey, 7.
7.
You basi.
Wewe tafuta maisha.
Until you guys realize that 7 years ago was what, 20?
It doesn't matter what we are old.
No,
let's
just
move on.
7 years ago. 7 years ago was 2017.
No.
Ruto was already in the presidency 7 years ago. That's how not long ago it was.
Speaking of the presidency and other stories, okay. How do you guys feel about? First of all, today was a holiday. Okay. What is the holiday called? We don't know. We're not sure. However, where were you when you found out? What time was it, Nosim, for you?
It was 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Because I'm on my phone so much. I'm assuming the older generation took their time.
The older generation ni wewe. What time was that?
Maybe when I knew, because nikiingia town hakukuwa na traffic. That's when I knew today was a holiday. And it was very interesting to me that watu wa Diwali asked for a holiday and they were told, We will decide by next year.
Si wanaita kindi wali. Ne kolabo.
Na
Kola? Ne kolabo. Kola. Anyway, tumejua.
Mimi nimeamka asubuhi, nishaoga, nimedress, ninakimbia mahali job. Kuangalia kwa email,
it's a holiday.
Na mtu ameniambia we can't do it today because today is a
public holiday. Let's
angalia na shanga nimeoga bure.
Tom umefika mahali unasema nikadress. You know ukisikia mtu anasema nikadress. It means they walked into a wardrobe. Akachagua nguo.
Akasema not this one.
Nikadress is not something you say when you are wearing a t-shirt ukienda town.
Lakini unasikia ni weekend unaamua form jipe au?
Anyway, that's why Tom was available today because it's a holiday and we can't afford him other days, so that's why he came. Thank you so much.
Tom, I'm telling you, these people are setting you up for ile siku utaamka utuambie pay bill.
So listen guys, so the swearing in ceremony happened today.
Yes.
I feel bad for Riggy. Let me not lie. I think whether it doesn't even matter which side of the political divide you're on. You know when something unfair happens. You just feel it.
Sure.
Right,
you know,
Tom?
Yeah, I started feeling it wakati unanitoaje kwa group. So that's ilianza.
Yeah, hiyo ilianza hapo.
Ilianza hapo juu mimi ukinitoa kwa group na labda na type. So inaniu sababu sasa tena naenda kwa admin. Basi wasukumie hii. So,
okay, Kwach?
No, you know, in the last few months, there are 2 times the national anthem have been played and someone was hurt by the national anthem. One was on Instagram, one was at KICC today. And when I was watching this thing, I was like, in the political game, once you decide to become part of the political game, you must be ready. No one is your friend, no one is your nyanye, no one is your relative, that theirs is to take care of your interest. That's why the political class ruthlessly take care of their own interests.
Yeah.
That's why the finance bill is back, because they are taking care of their own interests. That's why when something happens to someone, I'm like, bro, it was just your turn. So regardless, you will regroup. I hope he comes back in the future. He was a good part of the game. I hope he manages to pick himself up and comes to be a nightmare somewhere in the future.
To be honest, Kwach, if we're being 100% honest, you cannot be demoted from DP to then get another job. I mean, I'm just being honest.
You can.
I'm just being, which one?
I think, Amina, and
who will employ you?
That's what we need to tell these people so that they stop fighting for political positions with their lives, that they can get other jobs. I mean, the former Makueni governor is now a lecturer at a university.
Let's move on to Nosim.
Yeah, it's true.
Let's move on to Nosim, because you know Riggy is not good. Nosim.
I feel like the game is the game. You know, you learn how to play or you leave the court. Yeah? But at the same time, that was not fair. Like, oh yeah, ni baba ya mtu man.
Manze. Lakini dust need dance. Dust need constant. Nairobi. Okay, so we have a lot to talk about, but I understand we only have 60 seconds. So there was a billionaire in India. Okay, he's not in India, but he's an Indian billionaire. His name is Ratan Tata. Ratan Tata. Okay, so he passed away recently at 86 years of age, and he left a generous part of his incredible 91 million euros. 91 million euros. So aliachia dogi yake. So Tomu kuna dogi ama?
Kitu ya kwanza, how sure are you huyo sio mwanaume?
Hey.
Tumeshatuambia hiyo.
Okay. Nosim?
Can I be the dog?
I can back.
Woof. Hey, 91.
Oh, Kwach, you are the richest. We will not ask your opinion on this story at all. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Okay? It doesn't even matter. Oh, and Aki, you guys, we don't even have time. How? Anyway, Kwach, it's okay. What are your 30 seconds comments? What?
No,
okay, 10 seconds.
It was interesting that he left to the dog and not to his siblings. That spoke a lot.
You've never met family who they don't even matter.
Like the guy was like, Umbwa is more important than you guys.
Oh, umbwa mimi, kumbwa buzanga. Anyway, that's all we had for you on the show tonight. I'm so sorry. It feels like it was all of 5 seconds. But Nosim, Natasha, it was an absolute pleasure to have you. The rest, and I'm joking. Kwaj, thank you so much for coming through. And of course, Tom Daktari, we appreciate you. Biggest star on TikTok. Watch you at 10 p.m. My name is Amina Abdurrabba. Time now for the news. Good evening. Bye.